Welcome to Kaiseki Anime, where we air new episodes every other week. Kaiseki covers currently airing anime, older series seen recently, and other relevant topics for the season. I'm your host, Marina, of the blog Anime B&B, and with me is my co-host Draggle, of the cleverly titled Draggle's Anime blog.
This week, we discuss May I Ask for One Final Thing, and One Punch Man Season 3. So we have an exciting theme this week, and the theme is punching.
Yeah!
So many great anime about punching this season.
So many. Oh, I guess there are quite a few, but these are the two that we're going to talk about today are, I think, the most notable ones that the two of us are watching.
Yeah. I guess we'll go on May I Ask for One Final Thing first.
Yes.
I have to say, I did not expect this show at all.
No. When you glance at it, right, it has like that typical sort of fantasy romance cover look, kind of. And when you read the premise, it just sort of sounds like your generic villainous anime now that, villainous anime is kind of an established category.
Yeah, and it looks kind of like a shoujo one. Like it's very elegant looking people, the long wavy hair.
Yeah.
And it seems like it is going to be that, like the entirety of the first episode until the last couple of minutes.
That's right.
I almost didn't make it to the end of the first episode, but then I was like, whoa. Yeah,
I was in the same boat just because like I was watching it and I was kind of bored and I was like, oh, our main character, who's Scarlett L. Van Diemen, she is engaged to a prince. I can't remember if he's the first or the second prince, but he's a jackass.
I think he was the first prince. Or actually, no, I think he was the second prince.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
Right. Regardless, he's terrible. And it's very clear from the get-go. But then she sort of seems passive until the end where when he reveals that he wants to break off their engagement so that he can marry this other chick who, at the start, seems like she's just like a filler character, right? Like she doesn't seem like anything particular other than like a really annoying girl that he prefers. And then that's when Scarlett reveals herself. And that's when the fun begins.
Yes, the massacre.
Yeah. So just to rewind a little bit back about May I Ask for One Final Thing, this is a 13-episode original net animation, and it comes from a light novel, which I can kind of see, with the setup and the presentation. I can see it coming from a light novel over a manga. And it just like covers a whole bunch of genres: action, drama, fantasy. There is comedy, obviously, starting with like that ending, and then it's just like nonstop. And then like the bare sense of romance, but that's not really the focus of this anime.
I think it's mostly a comedy.
Yeah, mostly comedy, quite a bit of like fun action, and like hardly any romance.
You're not shipping that evil guy with his sister?
No. Yeah, no. I'm not shipping anybody with anybody, really.
Not even the other friends with the main girl?
Scarlett and Julius are funny together, but like, no, that's not really my interest. I'm more like interested in her romance with violence.
Yes, exactly. It's a good way to put it.
Right? Yeah. Nothing else much to say about like the facts about this show. It's Leiden Films, and they're doing quite a bit this season with Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider, Cat's Eye, and then they also did the recent Call of Night Season 2. So they've been active. And then I don't really know if the creator Nana Otori has done any particular works made into anime other than this one. But interestingly enough, the director, Kazuya Sakamoto, originally came from KyoAni. So he's had his hands on like a lot of the KyoAni. Well, KyoAni show isn't a classic now. They're basically like instant classics. So he's got a good track record. That should have been like a sign that this was going to be good.
Yeah. Huh.
So, we can talk about, you said after that like beginning, right? The final scene in the first episode, that's when we were cued in that this was going to be fun, right?
Yeah, that final scene was so good. It was like really well animated too, and I think it had like the dance music. Am I remembering this correctly? Like as she goes around,
I don't recall
punching everybody. Yeah.
I believe you. I can see that being true. I don't really remember.
It was something like that. It was a good twist. Yeah.
It was very graceful, if anything. It was very dance-like. Don't they say like some of the best dancers do dance or like are good dancers? So makes sense.
Yeah, she I think she would be a good dancer.
Mm-hmm.
And
she probably is.
Yeah, she looks like so elegant as she like wrings the blood out of her little gloves.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's just like a thing. Every time she goes punching someone, she gets like a splatter of blood on her, and it looks very pretty.
Yeah. I also enjoy just how like after the first episode, she's so casual and so eager to resort to violence.
Oh, and yeah.
If somebody's like, "Oh, I think we can solve this by talking to them," and she'll be like, "I think we can solve this
Really?
faster with violence."
Exactly. I think that's kind of why I enjoy her relationship with Julia so much, because he like really understands her, right? Like he can see when she gets excited before any other people will like notice that this is the direction that she's going. He's like, "Oh, I know why she's asking this," or "Oh, I know that this will pique her interest." And he always takes such delight in her violence, right?
Yeah, I really liked when the green haired guy, the elf dude, he showed up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was hitting on Scarlet, and everybody else was looking at him like, "Oh no, he's gonna be really jealous." And then he just like, "Everyone get back 50 feet," because he realizes she's about to punch him in the face.
Well, interesting enough, that character who is Dios Westwood, he also senses that violence is about to ensue because he stops himself at the last second. She makes note of that, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
unlike most other people, he picks it up, and that kind of is part of his character as sort of crafty tanuki or kitsune-like character with the slanted eyes, right?
Yeah, yeah. I've also enjoyed the latest arc with her sister Saint, who like came from a more humble background and is
Diana?
yes, is very peaceful, but still looks up so much to her big sister.
Yeah, that's kind of the current arc, right? This whole thing about the two religions and then going further in depth into the origin of these religions, which are the gods, which I think connects earlier when we first get an idea of where she gets her power from. Because I think at the end of the first episode, correct me if I'm wrong, like I understood that to be just like her. I thought she just liked punching and she was strangely strong. And then they reveal that it's because she's blessed by God.
I think it is her though as well, because like,
Well, it's both, I think.
yeah, her god seems to think she's weird too for punching people like she does.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like previous saints use their power that way.
With as much excitement. But like consider this, like she has had to repress her emotions so much. It's no wonder that she just loves the freedom of just letting loose, right? Like this is like circumstance born from all of the control that she's had to put herself under, especially being engaged to that jackass.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's built up into like just part of her now. But yeah, maybe there is some like inherent joy in violence there. But it's obvious like she's not going to have as much of a powerful punch without her being able to manipulate time the way that she does.
No. It's definitely because of her power that she can beat an entire army by herself.
Right? Like that she can move quickly without them even noticing because she can control time. And then being able to like fly through the sky like she does, like that's not normal. Like launch off of buildings across cities to like get to some dude, destroy a dragon, right? And then earn its loyalty. And then like punch people into the next kingdom.
It's a great show.
It is. I mean, I was surprised when they brought in like that fantastical element because I thought it was mostly just sort of like era at this like just like a romantic era kind of thing. I didn't know they were going to throw magic in until like the second episode.
Yeah, but so. I didn't mind.
No, I don't mind. It was just interesting seeing the direction. And then they went like further with it, right? Like now we know she's blessed by the god Chrono of time. Then she turns out to be a fellow saint with the Saint Diana. And they're supposed to be going around like doing this holy pilgrimage, which I thought you would find interesting.
This is a very strange
cleanse the kingdom.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, they're going from crystal to crystal, it sounds like, in the kingdom.
Right.
So it kind of makes sense to me that this is like a regular thing that they have to do to cleanse the crystals and protect the kingdom from monsters.
Yeah, I feel like they're cheating on the pilgrimage by taking the horses, but it's okay.
What? Come on.
You gotta walk on a pilgrimage.
Like, is that how it is with pilgrimages?
I think it should be.
Really?
It's not.
Oh my
goodness. It doesn't have to be that way, but definitely.
That just sounds so inefficient.
Unlike the pilgrimage to Mecca, people take the airplane, so I guess it's fine.
But But like when they get there, don't they still do a walk? I
They
can't
do, yeah. You have to
remember.
walk like 7 times around what's the black
Yeah.
box called?
So that
Yeah.
part is walking. That part I'm assuming they don't take horses or carriages or whatever
No,
cars.
they would trample people. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't fault them for doing it here. I mean, they're on like a schedule. They gotta
Gotta make the schedule.
cleanse these crystals.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially when you have like this other faction that is like trying to throw a wrench in everything and stop them from doing it and slowing them down, right? This is the faction of Palmia, the Palmians, who have like their own rival goddess.
Yeah, I think it's so funny the motivation for this feud that the Palmian goddess has a crush on
Kronoa?
Kronoa, yeah.
Yeah. That was an interesting, because that's a very, very recent revelation, right? Because like otherwise we're like, why the hell? I can see like religions vying against one another. That makes total sense to me, okay?
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, because it turns out that their patron saint is the girl from the very first episode, the one that her engaged prince, which is a Kyle, was interested in marrying over Scarlet, right? Mm-hmm. She comes back. And I was like, okay, so how does this work? If she's like the one pulling the strings in the background, right? Like, why does she have all this power or whatever? And so like the revelation of her being an isekai character was interesting.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Right? No, that's like the whole funny thing. I was like, wait, I thought this was like pure fantasy. And suddenly we do have an isekai element, but it's the side character, the side villainess who is posing as a heroine, who is a fake saint for this other goddess.
That's
right?
Great, yeah.
It's like all of these like unexpected twists that make the genre or make this like category refreshed again.
Yeah. Like, I also thought that the prince who broke up with her would end up being the bad guy. And
Kyle, yeah.
Yeah, the woman was just a side character, but it was actually the opposite.
We're like, aha, I got you. He hasn't even shown up at all. Like, they reference him now and then.
Yeah.
But, like, after that, he's just gone.
Yeah, sometimes his brother's just like, oh, my stupid brother. But that's pretty much all he shows up for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the focus now is all on Terraneza, who is the isekai villainess avatar of the Palmia goddess, who is angry because she was spurned by Kronoa. Complications. So now we're up to episode 9, and this is only going to be 13 episodes.
No.
Yeah. I think it's going to end here. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think well, I don't think it'll get a sequel, at least.
You think it will or it won't?
Won't.
Yeah, I think they don't need to. Yeah. It seems like it's on track to wrap up neatly, obviously with a happy ending. But,
yeah,
they could surprise me.
But it is a light novel, so I'm sure it never ends.
Yeah. I mean, warring between religions never ends, right? And you have, like, vengeful goddesses. Like, she could lose here, and then she'll come back with a new vengeance in a second season.
Maybe. Or maybe she'll win, and they'll get together.
Oh, yeah, that could be like the end, right? Like,
that would be a funny
she
ending.
Wins.
Yeah.
That would be terrible. I mean, okay, funny to you, terrible to me, but then that gives them a reason to have a second season, the comeback season, right?
No, I mean the two goddesses get together.
Oh, Diana and Palmia.
Yeah. Or no.
Interesting.
Kronoa and Palmia. Yeah.
Wait, no. Kronoa is the dude who has time. When you say the goddesses, you're talking about Diana and Palmia. Those are the women goddesses.
Oh, wait. I thought Diana was the saint that was her sister.
Oh, I guess that's... Well, this is where I'm confused. See, this is very confusing me because they keep talking about, like, the power of Diana and then, like, the power... the goddess Palmia and the god Kronoa. So I assumed that there was also a goddess Diana.
No, I think Diana is the saint. And, wait,
okay.
don't date... Oh, wait, you're right. It's called Dianaism.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another goddess, Diana.
Yeah, we haven't seen her yet. I mean, I assume she exists, right?
Okay,
we just haven't met her.
Maybe that's why Kronoa is not into Palmia.
Yeah, he's like, I got my girl already.
Yeah, okay. Huh, interesting.
We'll see. I don't know. I could be totally misunderstanding.
Yeah, I could be too.
Anyways, still having fun with this, surprisingly.
Yeah, I think this is, like, my favorite show all season.
Really? Okay, wow.
Maybe I'm just forgetting the other shows, but it's definitely
I just,
up there.
Wouldn't have expected this one to be your favorite.
I wouldn't have either, but it's so much fun.
I mean, it is, and it's fun to you can like watch it episode by episode and still have fun with it. But you can also because I watched like 3 or 4 episodes in a row, and I was enjoying myself.
It's so fun just watching people who deserve it get punched. I think
Exactly.
that's what it comes down to.
There is such satisfaction in that, isn't there?
Exactly.
So the next show we're going to talk about is One Punch Man Season 3.
Which actually has not had any satisfying punches yet, I don't think.
Yeah. We're going to talk about this. We're both watching it. I am 1 episode behind. Dragula's caught up. But I have very mixed feelings about this show, mostly negative. What about you?
I'm enjoying it. Mm-hmm. Not as much as the previous punching show, but
yeah,
it is a bit. It does feel like not much has happened yet.
Yeah,
but
and it's only going to be 12 episodes. Like,
right.
Yeah, it's only a single core.
Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of talking, especially with the Heroes Association, which I could do without.
There's also a lot of still images. Or like panning stills. Not much animation for a show that became famous off of its animation.
Yeah, definitely not much animation.
Yeah. I think it's kind of... Because this is a 3rd season, right? One, I think that most of us didn't expect. I thought it was going to flop after the 2nd season had such a negative hitback, I think. People were so upset about the change in quality between the 1st and 2nd season that I thought for sure that a 3rd season wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I was surprised too. It's been a while since the 2nd season.
It has, especially when you can compare it to, this is a work that was created by one who is also the creator behind Mob Psycho 100. Now that franchise, I think, unarguably turned out great. Like people were worried after what happened with One Punch Man, but then Mob Psycho just like was great from start to finish in its multiple seasons.
Yeah, I think the later seasons are even better.
Yeah. So then it's like, what happened here? Like, why did this not go a similar way? Especially after it had such a fantastic 1st season.
But so are they both they're both based on like manga, right?
Yeah, by the same dude.
Yeah. I don't think like it's because of the manga creator that.
No, but it would piss me off if I was the creator.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're always pissed off about their anime adaptations.
Yeah.
Just imagine the poor creator of Grand Blue.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like when you look at so this is through JC staff, and like I know it can be hit or miss with JC staff, but for the most part, I find them to usually have pretty good looking visuals. So when you see stuff like this, it really upsets me. And then you look at the director, who's Shinpei Nagai, and like when you look at his track record, it's like mostly working on storyboarding, and any of his director work is mostly assistant or as like just episodes. And the only ones that he has like been full director of are shorts.
Interesting.
Yeah. This seems to be like the biggest like full series one. These are full episodes. They're not like 5-minute episodes, right? It's like a different ball game. And I don't know. I feel like it feels like that. It just feels like a whole lot of interspersed scenes with characters and we're just jumping between them a lot.
That is true. It does like jump around a lot and seem not the most coherent.
Do you read the manga? Because I was wondering,
no,
is this...
I don't.
Okay. I want to know if it's like this in the manga or if it's like, anime adaptation decision to do this.
I feel like even if it is like this in the manga, they could still make the decision to make it more suitable for an anime.
Yeah. And like for being about One Punch Man, we've barely spent any time with him, right?
Yeah. But I do think weren't the previous seasons a bit like that too? Like all these, a lot of the jokes were like all these super powerful people were stressing about something. And then this random dude just walked by and punched somebody and solved all their problems, but didn't really care.
Yeah. Yeah, like he's just going about his regular day, right?
Yeah.
And then he just coincidentally fixes the issue for them.
Yeah. So I think that's about to happen soon. And
well, because he's out for a walk right now, right? So
exactly.
And he's like noticing weird noises. So certainly he will soon fix things. But he's been doing this for how many episodes, just running errands and nothing. He hasn't gotten involved with hardly anything.
Yeah. I did enjoy the hot pot party.
The hot pot party was okay. It was fun seeing like this ridiculous personalities of the other heroes clashing out. He just wants them to go home so he can have his hot pot. But I just feel like they really stretched it way too far over like how many episodes, and Yeah, I thought there was too much dead space.
Yeah, definitely not as much has happened as I would have expected in 6 episodes.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of that focus has been, like we said, most of it's not even on Saitama. A lot of it's been on Garo, who is an interesting character. He's the dude who hates heroes and wants to be a monster. And in the pursuit of that has become ridiculously strong, right? Except having lost to Saitama in the previous season.
He lost to Saitama this season too, but like,
well, yeah, neither of them knowing who they were fighting, right?
Yeah.
Which is more of that like classic comedy with Saitama. Is like, it's so ridiculous that they have no idea. He just thinks that this dude is like a dine and dasher, right?
Yeah. To be fair, he was a dine and dasher, so.
Yes, he was, including Saitama being a dine and dasher. Like the way he just like left that check with Fubuki after one fry. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have been interested in Garo's story and his relationship with that annoying kid who just doesn't run when he needs to run.
Yeah, that stupid kid.
But it is interesting seeing like his more human side come out when he interacts with the kid.
Yeah, I also like him fighting the monsters and...
Who? Garo fighting the monsters, or...
Yeah, like how he, I don't know, he's very half-assed about being a monster.
Yeah, he talks a big talk, but like in reality, he doesn't actually like these dudes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he liked the idea of them, when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
After being failed by heroes, and he thinks monsters are cool, but then when he actually like meets them and their personalities, he realizes that they're actually all a bunch of terrible. I mean, they are terrible, but like even more than he would have expected, right?
yeah. Terrible in different ways than he expected.
Yeah. And it's interesting, like, seeing him now face to face with the leaders of the Monster Association, which, interestingly enough, I didn't realize. I thought Goro was the weird dude with like the multiple hands in his little throne. Like, I thought he was the leader, but I guess he's more of like a shadow leader, and he like is the one who created Orochi, who is the one that's like put up as the leader of the Monster Association.
Right.
And like watching him now fight Orochi. And it's making enough of a mayhem that, maybe Saitama will show up. I don't know. Like, it's interesting to me, but I'm still like, I feel like it's been taking too long to get to this point.
Yeah. The more we talk about this, the more I realize that you're right. Like, even the previous seasons, like the first season, there were 2 things that were good about this show. It was funny and it looked really good.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't look good at all now. And it's still like kind of funny, but in a very half-assed way, and they're not spending as much of their time as they should be on the humor.
Yeah. I mean, because that's like what makes this show gold, right? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Is the humor. And I feel like, I don't know, with how terrible the animation has been, all the painting stills, it's like, are they going to pay off with some huge fight at some point? And is it going to span more than one episode where maybe that's where they'll pour all their attention on?
I don't think so. I think you usually do your best animation in the first episode. And then it goes
Well, that's
downhill.
not a good sign.
No.
That is not a good sign, Traka.
No, it's not.
But like, I am interested still in these characters. Like, I want to know what happens, but it's just like, I keep having this sense of disappointment, and I keep wondering, like, why don't I just read the manga? Like, if it's going to look like this, it might be just better to read the manga.
Yeah, it might be. I think the thing that annoys me the most is all the scenes in the Hero Association, like in the meeting.
It just feels like such wasted space. Like, I just want to go back to Garo, to Saitama's apartment, like anywhere but being with those insufferable bureaucracy, which I guess that's the point, right? You're supposed to be frustrated with them, but then they just spend too much time on it.
Yeah, they spend way too much time on it. Although the latest episode, I actually enjoy some of those scenes where
oh yeah?
Yeah, King, the guy who was eating hot pot, shows up.
Yeah.
And like his shirt is dirty from the hot pot, and all those people like think like, wow, he's been fighting the monsters by himself.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, when actually he was just eating hot pot and got messy.
I like how like some of the most powerful heroes are now like, they just totally hang out with Saitama being completely ridiculous.
Yeah. I also like that The little green-haired girl's sister. Is her name like Blizzard, the older sister?
Fubuki, Hellish Blizzard or Blizzard of Hell or something like that. And she's also
Yeah.
the leader of their Blizzard group, which is only like a B-class hero.
She's
group.
so annoying, but I like her.
She's annoying but funny.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like I can understand why she gets so frustrated, but she is annoying and like that classic little sister personality.
Wait, is she the little sister or the big sister?
Hellish Blizzard is the little sister, I'm pretty sure, and then Tatsumaki is her older sister, the stronger psychic, who's the S class.
Oh, okay.
Which is why like the Tatsumaki's like always wanting to protect Fubuki, not get her involved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get confused because the older sister is the smaller one.
Yeah, I don't blame you for getting confused. Why? Because they don't hardly focus on this. Like they just kind of look similar, have somewhat similar personalities, but like we bounce between scenes so much that it's hard to remember who is who.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to wrap up this season, hopefully. I don't know if they're going to finish it or if they're going to leave it open-ended again.
Yeah. I don't know. They are fighting like the final monster bosses, it seems.
Yeah.
But it also, I don't know, it's the kind of thing that could go on forever.
Yeah. I have no idea. I mean, maybe like the next major villain will be like the Hero Association.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Pitting heroes against heroes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I think we're only like, honestly, a month out before the end of the season.
It seems like we're less far on One Punch Man, though, because we're only halfway done.
With this one, but then you have like other ones like May I
Yeah. Most of the shows
ask
are
for
like
one final thing.
3/4, 2/3 done.
Yeah, which will help with staggering and getting through all of the shows if they're not all at the same time.
Yeah, although I've been doing a good job at watching less shows.
That's good. I am proud of you.
Thanks. I'm proud of myself, too.
I still have more shows than I wanted, but like a lot of the ones that we talked about during our season overview, I may not finish, even though like I thought them interesting at the beginning.
Yeah, I dropped several extra ones since our season overview.
I should probably go through and do that too. Like I haven't seen another episode of Dusk Beyond the End of the World.
Oh yeah, that's one of the ones I dropped.
No, you drop? Yeah, I'll probably drop it, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen another episode of My Awkward Senpai, so it's stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I watched a couple episodes of the Dusk one, and it was horrible.
We'll have at least one more show-specific episode before our end of season, maybe two.
Yeah, so look forward to that.
Tune in again to Kaiseki Anime Podcast 2 weeks from now. Please feel free to send us questions or comments on Blue Sky with hashtag Kaiseki Anime Podcast or on our individual accounts at Draggle and at MarinaB&B.
Listen to and review us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts so we can continue to grow and improve. Thanks for listening. See you next time.